We're sitting here on what beach is this, Lincoln?
This is San Clemente Beach.
Oh, San Clemente
Beach. At the pier.
At the pier, which is in Southern California, in Orange County.
Hey, Noah, you surfing? Cool. Next generation right there.
And Timmy and Autumn have been on the natural way. You've been on it for about a year?
Well, no. When we had Jeremiah, he's 2.5.
2.5.
So
okay.
right after he was born, I got your book, Healthy Kids the Natural Way. And then we watched your video a day with Marianne in the kitchen, and then the next day we were drinking smoothies and eating salads and trying not to eat sugar. And then, you know, from there we've slowly...
What difference did you see in your own health and in your family?
Well, I mean, Timmy, do you want to talk about what your hypoglycemia and everything?
Well, I just wanted to know, I want you to tell us about why you changed to the natural way and what your health was like before and what it's like since.
Right. Well, basically, I was just so tired all the time. I didn't know what was going on. I just thought I was just a tired person, or maybe I didn't get enough sleep or something. And so I'd be working, I was really tired, so I'd get a cup of coffee, it'd help me for a few hours. Then sometimes I'd even actually go in the bathroom and take a nap for a few minutes. I couldn't stay awake.
Was this at work?
Yeah, and so...
Did you lay on the floor?
Yeah, just however set my alarm so nobody knows.
So tired.
I had to get sleep and I had to work. But I mean, people would always talk to me about eating more fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. And I even tried a little bit here or there, but I never really believed that food would change my life, change my diet, it would actually keep me awake. And I was just drinking Diet Mountain Dew all day just to stay awake. It helped at the moment, but I didn't realize what it was doing to me. And so basically I decided, mainly with her just bugging me about eating better, I just decided to just stop having the caffeine and all the stuff like that. And
Sugar?
Yeah, sugar, and it basically seemed to work.
And then did you start feeling better?
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
it didn't take that long, did it?
Well, no, Timmy was eating burgers. When we met, he was eating burgers from all the fast food places, like lunch and dinner, and then the Mountain Dew all day long, and then coffee, and that was like all he ate. I mean, he stopped eating sugar even before then because he was told he was hypoglycemic. So, but that didn't do anything, not eating sugar, because he was still drinking all the coffee and diet drinks and all the burgers and high-fat diet. So after we watched your video and I had Jeremiah, our first son, then we were doing the smoothies, and I think from then on, like, he slowly started to change.
Yeah, because he was also
I think it was a progression.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like it just happened overnight. It was just like...
happened fairly quickly, though. I mean, at least to notice something, it happened rather quickly, I thought.
How long did it take you to notice a difference in your energy?
She'd probably remember a little better than me, but I just wasn't as tired was the biggest thing that I noticed.
I think, like, we started to realize that he would eat fruit and he wouldn't be tired anymore, because he used to eat fruit or have juice or even a smoothie and it would still make him tired. And sometimes he'd eat bread at like a restaurant because they serve bread first, and then he'd eat the bread and then he'd just crash, and I'd get so mad. I'd be like, wake up, just wake up, and he couldn't wake up, and I'd be like, I'd be all frustrated. And then slowly we started to realize that he could eat a little bread and it wouldn't make him pass out. He could have fruit, and he didn't feel tired anymore. And it probably took about a 6-month period. It's kind of hard to remember, but
That's probably about right.
it was probably about 6 months of pretty much doing the natural way, no sugar, no caffeine, no diet drinks, and just smoothies and more salads. And
Do you have an occasional decaf coffee?
Mainly the reason I drink coffee is for the caffeine.
Yeah.
I mean, it tastes good, but I don't know. I either would drink regular coffee or none at all. Really.
so yeah, he doesn't drink coffee anymore.
And your own health? I mean, did you have any problems with your
No.
health? Or you kind of grew up pretty healthy.
I was pretty healthy, but I liked sugar.
Yeah?
I liked sugar, and I ate tons of ice cream.
Oh, really?
I ate a lot of ice cream,
Do you have any
and
sinus problems?
no, I had a lot of headaches growing up, and my stomach. Oh yeah, that was the problem. My stomach. My stomach hurt every day, all the time. I always had a stomach ache all the time.
It was really annoying.
And either it was like my stomach hurt and I thought I was hungry, and then so I would eat, and then my stomach would hurt more, so then I thought I ate too much because it was full. So it was kind of like, oh, my stomach hurts, I'm hungry. Oh, my stomach hurts, I ate too much. And so that's kind of, when I was pregnant with Jeremiah, I just couldn't handle it anymore. I was so sick of like my stomach hurting, and it was even worse when I was pregnant with Jeremiah. So then I started eating more closer together, every couple hours. And it still hurt, but then after I had him, it was like my stomach aches went away. That's when we started the natural way, and I haven't really had a stomach ache since. And that's like the best part. And my headaches went away, but after I had Noah, I was still doing the natural way even stronger. I started having headaches again, but I think it's just because I wasn't getting the exercise, and I just wouldn't eat enough sometimes.
Oh, well, that's not a smart thing to do.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat enough because I wouldn't want to eat unhealthy things, and so then I'd be like, well, I don't have anything to eat because I didn't go shopping. So then I wouldn't eat enough.
So that wasn't smart.
So then Timmy always says that if you don't eat anything, you won't eat anything bad. But
Well, you also starve and get a headache because your blood sugar is
Yeah.
down. Yeah.
so
And were you on any medication for the sore stomachs?
no, I wasn't. I never was on medications. No, I never did anything. A couple times I drank, what's that pink stuff, Timmy?
Pepto-Bismol.
Pepto-Bismol. He made me drink it because it was
Oh,
so
yeah?
bad when I was pregnant. But that's it. I only would take Advil sometimes for a headache, but besides that, no.
And Timmy was on medication at one
Timmy
point.
was on Paxil for, he had the social anxiety for when he had the hypoglycemia. Timmy, tell him about like how when you're out surfing, you're having like the best time.
Yeah, it was weird because I'd be out surfing, having the best time of my life, doing what I love to do, and then I just have this continual feeling of just something being wrong. I even went to, I think it was a psychiatrist, and the clinical term is of impending doom, which I guess would kind of describe it. I just had this uneasy feeling all the time, just because something wasn't firing right in my brain, and so I just didn't know what to do. And I went home once, and I just started crying, and I just told my mom how I was feeling, and it didn't make any sense. I mean, I'm a happy guy, and everything just, something wasn't working right. And then, so they prescribed some Paxil. Yeah, I was taking that for a while, which did help a little bit, but I mean, you read the label of all the side effects and everything. It wasn't my favorite thing to be on, but it made me feel a little better. And then what happened? Basically, I just started eating better, and you didn't want me on it anymore. And I'd previously stopped taking it a couple times, but then it just came back, the feeling, of course. But then we started changing our diet, and I was eating better, and it wasn't even a drastic change. Mainly, I just cut back on some of the meats, started having more fruits and vegetables,
And all the caffeine and
all of that
Diet
stuff.
Coke.
Yeah, but I'd still eat things that weren't the best for me, but I basically added in a lot of good stuff and got rid of some of the really bad stuff. And we tried again not taking the medication. I was just waiting every day for this worst feeling in the world to come back, and it just never did. And all of a sudden, once I wasn't taking the medication anymore, not only did it not come back, I just felt like a new person. I was enjoying life, and just, I don't know, it was just the most amazing thing. Now I can just sit on a couch and do nothing, and I'm so happy just to not feel that. So yeah, it's really amazing. I was just adding a little bit of something natural and cutting back on some of the things that weren't the best for me really, really made a difference.
How long ago did you stop the medication?
How long ago was that?
When I was pregnant with Jeremiah, so it was right towards the end of my pregnancy, so it's been about 2.5 years since he's been off.
Oh, really?
What? Yeah, you want to go play on the surfboard? No, later, okay? Later, okay? Okay?
When we finish here, I'll take you to the swing.
So, I guess the best part about eating the natural way is like it's healed him of hypoglycemia, the social anxiety, his memory's getting better. I mean, it was horrible, but now he can at least remember things. Even his circulation in his hands and feet, when we would surf, his hands and feet would be like purple and even just not even surfing, his circulation was just really bad. And even just recently, he started to notice that his circulations, he doesn't have to wear booties anymore when we surf because, you know, his circulation's so much better. And there's just been so many improvements, and he's not tired all the time, so we can actually, like, you know, have fun together and do things. And the kids, they don't ever get sick. I mean, they might get a sniffly nose, and then I'll just juice for them and give them raw foods and mostly fruit, and then they'll kick it in the butt in a day and it will be gone. And so it's so awesome because all my other friends' kids, they all have ear infections, and they're, you know, they get the flu and they're sick and they're barfing and they have, you know, all these problems, dairy intolerance, but they're drinking so much dairy and cheese, and my kids are just healthy, happy, smart. And you know, Jeremiah was walking at 6 months, or crawling at 6 months, and walking at 10, and talking and doing sign language at 10 months, and he's, I don't know, they're strong, and that's like one of the best parts that's rewarding, is having healthy kids, and not worrying about them getting sick, and knowing that if they do get a little, like, you know, a cold or something, or a temperature, I don't have to stress out about it. I just know that, okay, well, I'm just going to feed them right and they'll be okay, you know. And
do they take barley when they're sick, or when they
yeah. Well, they drink barley and the beets and the carrots and the omega. They do that every day.
Oh, they love those, the carrot
Yeah, the
ones?
little crunchies. We call them carrot crunchies and
the
beet
capsules.
crunchies,
Yeah,
the capsules.
capsules,
Because Jeremiah wouldn't drink it, but he'd like to eat the beet crunchies. So we'd tell him they were treats, and he'd eat them like beet crunchies and carrot crunchies. So he'd be like so excited.
And the barley, does he take it like that as well?
No, he wouldn't do that. But so now that he started eating the beets and the carrots, now he'll actually drink it because he doesn't mind the taste. Noah loves it. He sucks it down in like 10 seconds. But so when they do get sick, I also give them way more barley. Like Jeremiah had a temperature the other day. It was like 102 in the evening, and he was really, really hot. I gave him barley at night, and he woke up in the morning, and he was fine. He was happy. Can you say hi, Jer? Say hi.
Amazing, eh?
Yeah.
When
Jeremiah, say hi.
they're sick, you know, the temperature can be up, and you give them barley and they wake up and they're just fine, like he's never there.
Yeah. So, yeah, we basically feed them fruits, vegetables, nuts, beans, and grains, and that's it.
Avocados.
Yeah, and they never eat sugar, they've never had, I don't know, I mean, they've never really eaten anything bad. I don't think they ever have. Somebody gave him a piece of candy at my sister's birthday party about a month ago, and I'm like, well, that was Jeremiah's first piece of candy he's ever had. And the person was like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, that was the first piece of chocolate he's ever had. You've contaminated him.
Did he eat it?
He did. He said more. He goes, and he wanted more because this is more in sign language.
And did he react to it at all?
No, he didn't seem. He got a little hyper.
Yeah.
He got hyper.
Yeah.
And then I told him he couldn't have any more, so he kept picking it up and giving it to everybody else.
Making them all happy.
Yeah. So, what, Cher? And that's the same thing like with us. If we start to feel sick, I'll drink the barley life every couple hours, and I'll gargle it. I read one of your things about your throat, and so I'll gargle it. It'll help my throat feel better. And besides that, you know, it's kind of all we do.
Yeah.
But
It's fantastic because I think what it proves to people that'll be watching the DVD is that It doesn't matter how old you are, or what kind of background you come from, or what country you live in. If you follow the basic natural way principles, it works wherever you are and whatever lifestyle you live. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, you guys are able to be surfing and have energy, and you know, I don't know how you managed to surf when you were so tired. You just fall asleep on the board.
Yeah. He'd have to drink some caffeine to pick him up.
Oh, before he went in, yeah. Oh, it's
Yeah.
amazing.
So,
It's just so wonderful to see your family, your young family, and see you just starting out right now.
yeah,
So many people only kind of get the message when the kids are older,
yeah,
and it's wonderful to see how they'll grow up.
yeah.